Hello, it's me again, Sigrid Cast here, book writing, publishing, and marketing specialist. And I particularly work with coaches and consultants who have a proven expertise and want to write a book so they can help more people more easily, make a bigger impact with their message, and attract new clients that say yes without all of those objections. People who get my help experience a 6-step, fast, effective, and smooth start-to-finish proven framework from planning and writing your book through to the publishing and marketing it. And we do that in the least time-consuming way without compromising quality. The proven book writing framework leaves you with a book that helps attract more clients, increases your industry credibility, and positions you as the must work with coach. That's what I help you with. So in today's video, I want to share with you the mismatch of the message. I saw a post recently in one of the groups out here in online, and that post got over 700 replies when the person posting asked, the specific question was, what is the one main thing you want to get help for or get help with in your business right now? The over 700 replies were around marketing. Everybody is looking for marketing, and I'm sure you probably are too. Marketing is the medium that takes what you know, what you are great at, to the audience who's looking for what you are offering. So in essence, it's a very simple thing. You have something, people want it. Marketing is making this connection. Now, the only way you can connect that is when you speak the language of the people who are looking for what you're offering. And that's where this big gap, this big disconnect is all the time. And exactly that gap happens also when people write a book. They just simply write a book to their own way of thinking, to them thinking, I'm just going to write about this, this, and this. And then once I've finished, I'll do all the other steps that need to go into getting my book published and to a reader. The misconception in that part is that writing is not about writing. Your book is a piece of marketing. And if you want to spread that message that you have, that you want to write about, your experience, your expertise, you must think before you start writing about this message here that you have with the offer that you have. Who exactly is it for, and how am I going to use the book? And write in a way it connects with the reader. That's the key part of writing your book. So today I want to give you two brief examples, one in more detail, one just touching on it. Just recently, an artist put out posts on social media writing about how important art is, touching on art history, touching on what art can do for you in terms of lightening up your day, colors, changing your mood, how all of that plays into your daily life and how you receive and interact with people because of art changing your way of looking at things. She particularly addressed art in the kitchen, where we spend as women particularly a lot of time, if not through the week, at least on the weekend, most of us spend time in the kitchen. And to liven up and give us something in the kitchen, she was suggesting art. Her posts were addressing architects to incorporate art into their designs. That's a mismatch of her message and her offer as such, her offer to the audience. Yes, architects are part of the journey that we as the consumer go on to find a kitchen and get the right designed kitchen design. But the mismatch is in that it is not the architect necessarily that will be reacting to the post in the way this was written. It'll be the end consumer that uses the kitchen. So the message around art into the kitchen for all of these fantastic benefits needs to go directly to the consumer. And that would be the person building a new house, a new home, moving into an apartment, or the person renovating their home, renovating their kitchen, so that you match that message around what art can do for you in a kitchen to the right audience, the consumer. She also is looking at bringing her art ideas into a book. Now that's going to be another story, and I won't go down that track right now. That'll be another video topic. For today, I want to give you a example of messaging for the book in particular around health and wellness coaches and consultants. And the area of health and wellness is huge. You have got so many areas of natural therapies, hypnotherapy, naturopathy, homeopathy, so many areas, energy healing. And yet, if you start putting different modalities, people's websites and their posts next to each other, quite often and quite likely will you find very similar wording of their message. It's all around empowering you for better health, take control of your future health, look at pivoting out of this into this around your health. So words in the message are meaningless words, really. They are not addressing a need, a question that the clients that you really want to work with have. And that is the key in writing a book. You are not writing it for everybody. You are writing it for somebody very specific. You want this somebody to read your book. And the only way that will happen is when that topic that you're writing about is really tight around that person looking for something. Most of the time, particularly in health and wellness, they have questions around something. So the example I want to give you today is a natural health practitioner. She wanted to bring her knowledge and expertise into a book so people could read about what she knows around health. Now, when we started talking, she said, but I help everybody, women, men, children. I can't just write for one audience. Well, yes, you need to decide on what is this signature part, the signature expertise that you have, and who most often wants it, takes your direction when you are in the health and wellness industry, for example. And who do you really work best with? You can touch on other people and audience and parts of other experience in your book. But your book topic and the title need to be in line with this main signature area of your expertise. So for this particular natural health practitioner, through the questioning process that I apply with people who get my help, we discovered that most often she worked with and had the most fun and success were women between 45 and 55, women in a professional capacity, in a professional job, in professional employment. And these women were prepared to follow her guide, her direction, and they were prepared to happily pay for that journey, for them to make that journey to their health. And the problem that they had in this age group and this type of client, the biggest problem and question they came to her with was around, I'm in a professional capacity. I have such a foggy head. I am not thinking clearly. Can you help me? I don't know what is going on for me. My feelings and my thinking are cloudy and clouded, and I just cannot afford this way of being in my job. I love my job, but this cloudiness, this fogginess of my thinking and my head is the issue. So the book was addressed for particularly getting rid of that brain fog, with tagline, with a byline, with a headline around explaining that in more detail and giving details on these particular type of women. Now, in the book, she also addressed other areas of who she helps men, how she helps children, but they were on the sidelines inside the book, woven into the chapters as stories where they made sense. The main topic and focus of the book was this particular reader. What that does is it has a very clear outcome for the person reading the book, and those people are most likely immediately almost to reading the book to come and want to work with her. That is the key to matching in your marketing, your message. Who is that person that needs to hear that message because of what you have to offer? So just to be really clear, the problem with marketing, most often the biggest problem is mismatching your message. So that's the words you are using to who is supposed to receive it. So when we write a book together, we make sure before you start writing just one word, we're going to discover what is that message? What is that signature expertise you have, and who is it for? That is who we address the book to. That is what the overall topic and specifically the title will be about, so that you can attract those people and use your book as your main marketing tool. And you will find that all your other marketing falls into place so much faster and so much easier because of that clarity and the correct matching of your message. Now, I have got a series of workshops that you can gift yourself coming up. And if that is something you'd like to be part of, simply drop me a yes into the comments below this video, or PM me directly, and I'll make sure that I'll tag you when it is time to release those workshops, and you can be part of it. All it's going to take for you is making the time to be in it, to learn more of these details on how to get started, write your book, get to clarity around writing your book. That's it from me for today.